Hey everyone, and welcome back to update number 8 of building Kashyyyk in LEGO. Now obviously last week we finished the 2 towers that are sitting behind me right here, at least mostly, but we're moving away from that as towards the end of the update. If you did watch till that point, I started moving the whole mock over and also readjusting the terrain a bit, and that is what we're going to be working on this update before we get more into the wall, which will probably be for the next update. So that will be number 9 is when we will continue the wall. But for this update I will be working on the terrain and getting all that sorted out and figured out. And with this being the 8th installment of Kashyyyk, it is my longest building series I've done so far. As you guys know, if you've been here for a while, I did Solist a few years back, and that only had 7 and then a finale, so I didn't really, and there was a big gap between the end, so that would have been 7 and the finale. There's a big gap of me just kind of working on it off camera, and then I just come back with the finale. I'm getting a little off topic here, but anyways, I think I've done enough talking, so yeah, let's just go ahead and work on that terrain and see what happens. So I took a little trip to Kashyyyk Brick Store, which is a local store near me, and I got a small bag of parts. The majority of the haul is more terrain bits, and there is a few beach and wall parts, but I mainly got terrain. Alright everyone, so I have finished the terrain, at least in this middle part here, as you can see, but I haven't gone over to the other sides, or at least this side of the mock, but I have done it on that side already, as I've talked about before, but I did not really go in the back, as you can see. But I do have the middle section completed here as of now. Also, I need to add plants here on the green patches where I've started in the back there, but I need to fill them back in because I took them off, for purposes of, finishing the terrain and stuff. And I might do a little time lapse of me putting them back on. As you also can see right here, I have these 2 log structures just like right here, and the reason being is because in the game there's like this wooden wall kind of before this wall that gets kind of broken down as the battle progresses, and I'm thinking of adding a few of them. Like the wall has been basically almost destroyed and you have a few left over that are kind of just there, but we'll see exactly if I can get to that and what I do, but that's pretty much it for the terrain. I think it turned out very nice. So I'm just going to start on the plants, filling them back in, and I'll do a little time lapse of me doing that. So yeah, let's get into that, guys. Alright everyone, so after that little time lapse, here's what I've kind of completed for the plants here. The vegetation, obviously, it's not fully complete, obviously on this side and also this side, but it's just a little bit of a taste of what it's going to be like. One thing I do want to mention, while I was working on this, I actually, if you can see back here, I changed the towers a little bit because it was coming in towards the
bottom, and it wasn't the right fit. So what I did is I added a plate, and you can see there is a slight gap on this side. It's not very noticeable. It's only when you get really up close. I will probably try and block just in the corner there, try and get some more vegetation and terrain and stuff to kind of cover that up more. But I think from a distance it looks fine. But you guys can tell me in the comments what you think about this change. As you can see, it's very, very slight. I think it does make it more structural for the future when I complete it. And I also changed a little bit of the underside where it connects to the actual mock itself. But that is one change I did make to the wall. I won't touch it until next week, because next update, because I'll be finishing the actual platform, hopefully on this side, and then we'll kind of start on this side. I do only have a little bit of the wooden pieces for this side, but we'll see exactly if I can get that done or not. But yeah, that's basically just the terrain and the plants here I fixed. But yeah, this whole mock has been shifted over completely. I think I mentioned that last update, and I showed that, but hopefully by next update I can have all this finished and then work more on the wall and get this section complete, and the little details in the front, as well as this side up. Hopefully at least this side, maybe this side, I don't know yet really, but we'll see what happens with that. So I think I'm done talking, and I think it's time to wrap up this update, so let's head into the outro.
Alright guys, that is going to finish up this update. I hope you all enjoyed. I think we got a pretty good amount of work done. I am a little bummed out that we didn't get to finish all the terrain, even with the parts I did buy. I'm very disappointed, but hopefully we can finish that in future updates, or I can just get all that off camera and kind of just show you guys for the next updates to come what my progress is for that, because I don't think it's really worth having it as a whole update in itself, like finishing the terrain, even though there is kind of a lot left, but not really. We'll see exactly later down the line if I'll do that or not. I'm also thinking about changing up the beach in the terrain area. That'll be probably a different update that I would add that to. I'm probably going to add more of the terrain on the beach base plates and kind of make it more of a natural blend and not so straight how it is right now. I'm gonna probably do a little bit of that, just extra detailing. It really goes a long way, and I can't wait to get more into that in probably a later update. But I am excited for the next update, because I do plan to return to the wall and work on that for the next update. So without anyways, I've said all I've probably needed to say at this point. I've kind of kept the intro and outro kind of short for this update, but I just want you guys to enjoy the whole update within itself. And please leave any comments down below if you have any feedback of the build, positive, negative stuff, anything is welcome, and I will try to get back to it as soon as I can. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next update.